EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos. We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. This defense for the Packers, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. A handoff, it's Eckler. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Now Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. Now room for Eckler. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
Throwing Jones. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early, because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
This is caught. And the Packers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now, because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now, because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Dillon again. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A.J. Dillon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And Jones will hit the deck here. And he is able to pick up the 1st down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing now is Rodgers. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Jones. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off around the 41. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 and 6 and went out in the 1st round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off. 2nd and 15. Another try after the 1st down sack. Rodgers flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. The kick by Carlson is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Here is Eckler. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On the give, this is Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. Looking to throw. Jones. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's fourth down. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That's taken on the 25. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And it's a Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Now Jones, a final shot before break. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A final shot before break. Jones trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Throwing is Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. And this will be a Packers first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 35. Open man here is Conklin. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So give him the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you get that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He didn't, gave it a tug, and that was easy for the officials to see.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9. They'll go again to Jones. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. To throw is Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now it's 2nd and 9. It's Eckler again. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Off play action. Jones. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Rashawn Gary tracks him down way in the backfield for a loss of 16.
Watch 36 to Mike.
And watch your leg. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain night, and it's a good one. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway as they try to finish things off in this fourth quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. 80 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Finding room to the 20. Touchdown, Packers! Aaron Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Once more, here's Eckler. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Eckler. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
51, Cowboy 80. 51's the mic. Drop deep, drop deep. Trap 60, trap 60. Check hot route. Hot.
From just shy of midfield, Jones. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Going on the ground with Eckler. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On the ground, it's Eckler, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And he'll only get get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. A tough day for this offense continues. One of their best chances to get on the scoreboard there, couldn't do it.
Yeah, it's not looking like it's going to happen for them today, does it? I mean, opportunity after opportunity, play after play has gone against them the entire game. They probably feel a little bit like Schlepp-Rock, got that black cloud over their heads.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Green Bay, they remain as hot as anyone. 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Denver, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew